Hey there everyone, welcome to my little Halloween special where today I'll be teaching you how to play the Lavender Town theme song from the Pokemon games on guitar. For today's lesson, we're just going to be doing the version that was released in the American red and blue versions. We're not going to be doing the excessively creepy version from the original Japanese red and green as well as the Japanese blue. I was doing my research on this song and those are just so disturbing and unsettling. And the one that we know in North America is already creepy as is. So to listen to the original, like, yeah, no, we're doing the North American one. I will, however, put a link in the video description to the original Japanese one if you just don't feel like sleeping for a couple nights. This video is going to be broken up into 4 parts, and the song is pretty simple. It's really only about 50 seconds long, and there's only 4 melodies that play throughout that entire span of 50 seconds, sometimes overlapping, sometimes by themselves. It's really a testament to how something so simple can be so incredibly effective. After doing my research for this, all the lights are on in my apartment. I may have gone to sleep with the light on. Not entirely due to Lavender Town. I saw Hereditary a few weeks ago and I'm still getting over it. Anyway, enough talk, let's jump in. So the first of the 4 melodies that we're going to be covering in Lavender Town is the one that you hear initially when you walk into Lavender Town from Rock Tunnel. And it is by far the creepiest one. It's this beauty. Now, you can do this in different registers on the fretboard, but if you want to get it as close to the original sound, which, bear in mind, was written on a keyboard or synth, you will want to do them up here. And so the notes that we're playing are C on the G string, and then we go to the 20th fret on the B for G, then the 19th fret on the E for B, and then the 19th fret on the B for G flat, giving us C, G, B, G flat. And I mean, this plays throughout a large amount of the song. It's really the other melodies that kind of start to throw you for a loop and add to that creepiness. So let's go ahead and move on to melody number 2. Melody number 2 will play down in the lower registers, and I'm just going to go ahead and play it for you first, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with here. Followed by so the notes that we have here are G, G, E, E, G, G flat, E, B, and then we come here over to C sharp. Really, just that alone, I think, is pretty uncomfortable. Ending on that C sharp gives this song gives this melody just that lack of resolve that makes you all the more uncomfortable while listening to it. Because for all intents and purposes, this is a C pattern. But ending on that C sharp just is... Anyway, moving on. The second part of the riff goes G, G, G flat, and then B, G, G flat, B, C, C. That second part of that melody actually makes up for the lack of resolve in the first part. And so altogether you have... Let's go ahead and move on to the third melody. So with the third melody, it's actually a lot simpler. I'll go ahead and play it for you first. So to walk through that, we're starting on the 9th fret of the G, giving us E. Moving down to the 7th fret, giving us D. Moving down to the 5th fret, giving us C. And then we come back up to the 9th fret, or E, back to C. Then we go to the 9th fret on the D, giving us B, before moving back down to E. Now we hit that E at the end of the riff, and then it carries over into the beginning of the next loop. So if you were to play this over 4 beats, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I do in my covers when I come back to that E from the B, so I hit it twice, just to let you know, oh, we're in the next part, and also just to emphasize that note. Now the third melody comes back around later on in the song, and it actually has a part of the second melody in it. And this is towards the end of the initial loop. I'll play it for you first to show you how it goes. And this is before it cuts out and goes into the end part of the song, which in my opinion is the creepiest, if only because it's so bare bones. So we're going to get to that in a second. So we'll just go over exactly what it is we do here. We start on the 5th fret of the B string, giving us E. Go to the 8th fret of the B for the G. Down a half step for a G flat in the 7th fret. To the 7th fret on the high E, so you can just roll down from there. And then reach over to the 9th fret on the G for that E, 7th fret for D, 5th fret for C, and then... So just to recap, all of the third melody, the majority of it is... And then the final time it plays, you have this little lead-in from melody 2. So the final melody of the song can really only be played once. What happens in the song is that it plays within an octave that we can do on the guitar, and then it goes far higher, and you would probably need an octave pedal if you wanted to achieve it, or just a guitar with, like, I don't know, 36 frets. But here we're going to start on the 19th fret of the high E, and I'll just go ahead and play the riff for you first. So in the song, this plays multiple times, and if we wanted to recreate that as closely as possible on the guitar, we would just do octaves. The thing is that in the song, it actually starts on this octave and then goes way higher. So I'm just going to show you this one, and then if you have an octave pedal, or if you happen to have a guitar with 36 frets, go nuts and transpose it. The notes that we're playing here: 19th fret on the high E for that B, 20th fret on the B string for G, to the 19th fret for G flat or F sharp, then to the 20th fret again, returning to the G, giving us... Now, I think this plays 2 or 3 times, twice in the North American release, and I think 3 times in the original, and it's terrifying in the original. So if you wanted to play it close to the original, or closer to the original version, you would just go. Without an octave pedal or excessive amounts of frets. All right, I hope you guys found that video helpful. It's always fun to dive into Lavender Town stuff around this time of year. And please check out the cover that I put out that goes along with this tutorial. I did a cover of Lavender Town a few years ago, and I just kind of wanted to give it an update. If you like rock and metal covers of video game songs, then this version of Lavender Town is right up your alley. I don't think it's as disturbing as the original, but I tried. I tried. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like, share it with your friends, share the cover with your friends. Just anyone who likes Pokemon, anyone who likes creepy stuff, let them know, hey, Dave Muto made this thing. And if you want more of a direct say as to what kind of content I put out on this channel, head on over to patreon.com/DaveMuto, where for as little as $1 a month, you can have a direct say as to what I put out. Be it a song that I cover, a topic I cover, or a song that I teach you how to play, I will do it. Doesn't even have to be a video game song. I'll do it. Special shout out to my patrons who have been supportive of me all this time and really have helped this channel grow in ways that I didn't think it could when I first started it. You guys are the best, and you help keep this channel running, as well as allowing me just to put this out there, make these videos for people while also being able to pay my bills. A lot of bills. Also, in the video description, there's a poll for which song you'd like me to cover for next month. It's 4 choices. Someone already made a private contribution asking me to cover a certain song, so that's happening. I'm not going to spoil it. They will get a shout out in the next video, and I think most of you will like it. There will be a poll with 4 choices down in the video description, so anyone who's interested, pick from those, post a comment, and the one with the most comments will get that video tutorial and possibly also a cover. Okay, happy Halloween, everybody, and I will see you next video.